and I look forward to him coming every year, but now that I've grown up, I kind of realized that he's just creepy. I mean, in the words of Squidward Tentacles, who would want a jolly prowler, I think? Is that right, Kylie?
Crawler.
Prowler.
Right. Who would want a jolly prowler coming into their house while you're sleeping at night? I mean, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good. I mean, he's kind of stalking everyone. People get arrested for what Santa does, and he like breaks into your house at night. I don't know why that doesn't occur to kids, how creepy that is. And then I love Christmas food, because you know, Christmas calories don't count, so you can eat all you want. We make sugar cookies, chocolate covered pretzels, peanut clusters. I mean, when Jesus was born, it's like he brought the food from heaven down so we could have Christmas food. And then my family, we always have Mexican food for Christmas on our mom's side, because nothing says happy birthday Jesus like a taco. And then my family is really weird. We do dirty Santa, and my grandma, you would not expect this from her, but she has a rubber chicken that she puts in her gift every year. She has like 3 of them. And they travel throughout our family. Whoever gets it is stuck with the rubber chicken for a year. And it's not just a rubber chicken. It's the one that makes noise whenever you squeeze it. And then she puts like the stupidest gifts in there, and it's so funny. And then one year, my cousin, she wrapped a big TV box. It was like huge. And she filled it with newspaper. But at the bottom, she taped an iTunes gift card for like $15. So whenever you got it, you'd have to pull out all the newspaper, and you'd think there's no gift in there. But then just taped to the very bottom was a tiny iTunes gift card. And then I have those family members who get what they want, and then they open their own gift. And it's more fun to like take it from them, because then they can't get it, and they get so mad. And then, what was I have a cheat sheet. Oh yeah, my favorite Christmas memory, I was in kindergarten, and I had asked Santa Claus for tickets to Disney World. We were living in Kansas at the time, and we came to visit my grandma here in Oklahoma, and we came on Christmas Eve, and we were going to open presents on Christmas night when we got back, but Christmas morning, Santa left one present on the kitchen table, and it was a box, and I opened it, and it was tickets to Disney World. And I remember saying, "It's a Christmas miracle." And I was so excited because Santa found me. And in it, he wrote a letter. And that year, we left reindeer food out. And in the letter, it said, "Comet loved your reindeer food." And I remember jumping up and saying, "Comet loved my food! Comet loved my food!" And it was probably the best feeling ever. Have any of you been to northpole.com? It's like this website where you can write letters to Santa, you can play games. And when you write your letter, you fill out your address. And one year, the website sent me a letter from Santa Claus. And I took it to my grandma's, and I went to my cousins. I said, "Did you get a letter from Santa?" "No, you're not cool. He doesn't love you like he loves me." And then how I found out he wasn't real was really sad. Like, I know I probably just burst your dreams, because, yeah, Santa is not real. And I was 8 years old, and my mom said, "Well, the presents that have Santa's face on them is from him. We don't have that wrapping paper here." And the present would say, "To Kamryn," it wouldn't say who it was from. And I would go to my cousin's house, and it said, "To Lindsay, love Santa." And so, at first, I was like, well, Santa doesn't love me, because he doesn't take the time to write out his name. And then my mom told me to go get something out of the closet. And I was going through it, looking, and I found Santa Claus wrapping paper. I was probably like this tall, because I was 8, and I was really short. And can you imagine 8-year-old Kamryn with glasses, crooked teeth, her hair up in a ponytail, and her heart just breaking, like, Santa's not real? And I kept it a secret that I found out for like a year, because I didn't want, like, the magic to end. Then I love Christmas carols and songs. And I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I just love Rudolph. You know, not Mason Rudolph. You know, the OSU quarterback is just another gift from God.
Whoa!
Rudolph is probably my favorite song. You know, Rudolph the Hot Cat. That's the wrong song. I'm sorry. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, my favorite part of Christmas, though, is the Christmas story. We read it every Christmas before we open presents. And Mary was between the ages of 13 and 16 when she found out she was pregnant with Jesus. Joseph was 16 or 17. And can you imagine that happening now? Like, yeah, Jesus, I can do that, but I have semesters that week. I'm really busy. That's like my busiest time of the year. Well, they were kids, teenagers. If Mary was 13 when she had Jesus, by the time she was my age, he would have only been 3 years old. Which is crazy to think about, having that responsibility of raising Jesus at 13. And in that time, if you were pregnant and not married, it was a very bad thing. They could have been punished severely for that. And I'm sure she wasn't excited about having to travel to Bethlehem on a donkey and 9 months pregnant. And then there weren't any rooms left for them when they got to the hotel or the inn. And so the innkeepers just go in the stable with all the animals sleeping there. And it's not like the nativity scenes have it now, where it's all the animals all loving around Jesus, just laying there. Trust, I have goats. I work around animals, and they don't smell good. It was probably nasty, and it was just not clean. And Jesus was born there and laid into a manger. And I think that's very humble of Jesus. The King of all kings came, and he was born in a place where no one would want to be born. And then the wise men brought him gold, frankincense, and I think they brought him some myrrh stuff. That was a fun. You guys were supposed to laugh. That was supposed to be funny.
Oh.
So that's the real point of Christmas, is Jesus being born. We wouldn't have anything else if it wasn't for him. Now, Matt told me I was supposed to roll into my testimony, and I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to roll into it now. Okay, let's stop videos.